What's up, everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer, and we just had the Mythic skin for Season 19 revealed, somewhat unceremoniously by Blizzard just randomly dumping it on Twitter, as they seem to do. And the Mythic is a Druid skin for Lifeweaver, and it's fine. Now, admittedly, I'm not someone who plays Lifeweaver. He's not someone I feel particularly strongly about one way or the other, either in-game or just in general as a character. And so typically Lifeweaver skins, period, despite how frequently he gets them, because, yeah, people really like to focus on Mercy and Kiriko and even Juno and Wuyong now as the big skin heroes. Honestly, Lifeweaver gets a ton of skins too, and we're seeing that continue as a trend, with him now even getting a Mythic skin. And overall, I'm just not that big of a Lifeweaver guy. And when I try to look at it just on an objective level of a new skin in game, my overall sentiment still is The skin itself does unfortunately feel very reminiscent of other recent Mythic skins, where for a Mythic skin specifically, it just doesn't really wow me. Again, I'm not that big into the whole druid, forest folklore type aesthetic in the first place, and again, Lifeweaver is a character that doesn't particularly move me to any significant degree. So I see this skin and I just kind of feel like, it seems fine. I'm sure there are people that this really, really does appeal to, but for me, I can't find myself getting too hyped over this one. I'm curious to see how many people end up using it in-game, because, again, I think there are probably a lot of people who are going to be excited for it, but I'm personally just looking at this and seeing this and thinking, well, there goes another season where I don't have to spend any Mythic Prisms. Taking a look at the skin itself, though, as shown in the trailer, they do highlight the 4 levels, which, in this day and age are basically just upgrade tiers for Mythic skins. Where the first tier is basically just the base skin itself, then tier 2 unlocks back customization, where we can see a few different designs for it. Honestly, it's kind of give or take, hit or miss. I mean, they're pretty subtle. It's just the detailing of the back petals. That's the only difference here between these. Really nothing too fancy as far as I can tell. And then tier 3 is the customization of the color, which, based on what they show here, I think is only 3 different colors, with the base green and then like a more bluish teal version and then a red version as well. It's kind of hard to tell just by watching this. The blue and the green are almost maybe even the same. I'm having sort of a tough time differentiating those from what we see here. Though at the end, they do also show off some of the aspects of it, including the gold gilded aspect and the glitter aspect, whatever that one's called. I forget. I've not equipped that on any of my skins, so I forget what that one's called. But yeah, just a bit more of a showcase of it. And then for the final tier, we get the ambient skin visual effects, which are visual effects. I mean, I don't know what to say, folks. I feel like this is just another meh tier Mythic skin as far as I'm concerned. It's the same deal over again. It's just another skin for another hero that's a bit more fancy than the legendary tier skins and has more customization to sort of fine-tune and tweak it. I mean, the only real customization you're getting here is the petals and the color. Everything else is just effects added on top of it. You can't change his hair, you can't change his headgear, nothing about the outfit. Only the petals and the color are the things that get changed between the different customization options. And again, that's just kind of par for the course at this point with Mythic skins, and is so disappointing when you compare it to the older skins and how much little tweaking and fine-tuning you could do with them, and just how different you could make it look depending on those customizations. And that type of detail is unfortunately just gone at this point. One of the most interesting elements does actually seem to be that you get little flowers that grow in your footsteps as you run in this skin. That's probably actually the most interesting detail of it is actually kind of similar to the Persona collab skins we had in Season 18, which had a similar sort of effect with the walking animations. So it's cool to see them adding that here as a Mythic skin element as well. But otherwise, yeah, it's a Mythic skin. It's for Lifeweaver. It's Druid themed. I'm sure it appeals to some people, but it's not doing anything special for me. Now, it is worth noting that, in a sense, this is actually kind of a survey skin we've seen before. This set of survey skins from way back in the first half of 2024 featured Druid Forest Spirit type concepts for Illari, Lifeweaver, Sigma, Brigitte, and Echo. And while the skin itself here for Lifeweaver does look decently different, it's still basically the same theme. So it is worth considering that we might see a sort of Druid theme be part of Season 19, either as the main theme or a sub-theme, or it's also possible that Lifeweaver will just totally be a one-off skin. The past two mythics, being for Diva and Sojourn, really didn't tie into any of the other skins during their respective seasons, so whether or not that's the case again for Lifeweaver in this season, we'll have to wait for the season trailer to know for sure. Also, I do feel like I have to mention the leak, which a lot of people have been bringing up in response to the skin. Way back in Season 17, there was a supposed leak revealing that the Season 18 Mythic skin was going to be for Lifeweaver, and the Mythic weapon was going to be for Malga. And, well, that, of course, didn't end up being true. Instead, we got Sojourn and Cassidy. But now people are thinking maybe that leak had something to do with the Lifeweaver skin we're seeing now. And I'm just gonna say, I don't think so. I mean, maybe we do get a Malga weapon skin along with it in this season. Blizzard has yet to show off the weapon skin for this season just yet, but I'm still gonna remain skeptical of that. We'll have to wait and see what ends up happening in that regard, but all I want to say is that a lot of people are getting their hopes up, thinking this for sure means Malga's getting a mythic weapon this season. And while I, for one, would love it if he did, I really wouldn't recommend getting your hopes up for that. Either way, though, yeah, that's it. That's the mythic skin. Here it is. I'm curious whether we're going to be getting a season trailer following it shortly, or if that's going to be saved until Monday, the day before the new season launches. But either way, the new season is coming up very soon, on Tuesday, less than a week away at this point. And I guess this mythic skin reveal is Blizzard's first little tease of what we have coming. And frankly, it's not anything that excites me, but I'm curious to see what else is still in store. Maybe they do end up wowing us with a really cool mythic weapon or some other cool skins, some nice Halloween-themed stuff. I mean, obviously there's going to be at least something Halloween-themed. So we'll have to stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, I'd just like to know your thoughts on the Lifeweaver Druid skin. Is it one that entices you? Is it one that gets you all excited and is definitely going to be draining your wallet this Halloween? Or is it one that, like me, you think you're probably just going to pass on? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and as always, be sure to subscribe, hit up that bell icon, follow me on X, and join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch 2 news streams and other content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible. If you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Check out my second channel, Suki MIG, for a cool side project of mine. And otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off. I'm gonna go to bed now because I'm recording this way later in the day than I typically have to make videos. So until next time, have a great day.